So, very good morning to one and all. It's a great pleasure to see our successful students on the platform today. And I hope everyone is eagerly waiting to hear what they have to say and what thoughts they have to share with everyone. So, without wasting any time, a warm welcome to all our speakers today, all the faculty members who have worked very hard to make this event successful. And we have four speakers with us today. We have Shreyas Solanke, BBA Ports and Terminals Management. He's currently working as Managing Director at Shreyink World. We have Aniket Pruthi from BBA Logistics and Supply Chain Management, who is CEO of Britain Energy Private Limited. We have Krishna Shukla from BBA in Retail Management, who is founder of Nimantran Digital Design. And we have Isha Vahikar, who is from BSc in Beauty and Wellness and is a nutritionist at NutriFactor. So thank you so much. And with this, I hand over to Ruchu ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Neetu ma'am. I hope I'm just audible properly to everybody.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. So first of all, going forward, I would like to really congratulate these four stars from different streams. The way you have shaped up yourself and the way you are doing so well. So from Symbiosis and from all faculties, I would like to wish you more and more success. May you rise and shine in whatever you are doing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you,
So
ma'am.
I request these stars to kindly on their video. I cannot see Isha. Yeah, please do that.
Ma'am, I'm having a bit net problem, so.
Okay, you just try if you can, Isha.
Yeah, ma'am.
You just
definitely,
try.
ma'am.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So till the time you are trying, so our first star person, a successful entrepreneur, is Shreyas. So
Yeah.
Shreyas, yes. So welcome,
Hello.
Shreyas. Yeah, hi. A very good morning to you.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah. So Shreyas, first of all, I would like you to say two words about yourself or two brief lines about yourself. Could you please do that?
Yes, actually, ma'am, me and one of my partner, Nikhil Ranode, we have started the Shreyink World. So basically, why we started this? Because our specification was from that field only. Even we have taken 1 year experience also from this field. So basically, Shreyink World is a trading company, which is a merchant exporter. Merchant exporter in the sense, ma'am, we export all types of products to each and every country, which is not prohibited by government, that products only. So our license, that IC number is we can export any product. There are also types of exporters, that there are like manufacturer exporters, there are merchant exporters, there are agriculture exporters. That is a specific.
That's perfect. So, since whatever the questions I'm actually putting up to you across, this is just like the voice of our students, those who are very keen to understand, you totally mentioned that you worked under someone for 1 year. So, could you just say how this has helped you? Do you think after passing out from degree, it is important to work under someone that really helps, or like what? Your views on that?
Yes, ma'am, it really helped. But actually, Symbiosis Skills University gave us an internship that helped us. I have not worked anywhere rather than that. I've done internship at Angre Port, which was given by our university. So that helped us. The Angre Port given us like each and every kind of department experience, such as CHA, shipping line, port operation, warehouse operation. Everything we have learned from Angre Port.
Oh.
So that help us. And actually there is need to learn something first, then only we should start that business. We should have practical knowledge about that.
Yeah, that's true. That's correct. So you mean to say that, as we always say, that skills-based education is going to be so helpful as compared to any kind of conventional-based education which may be present anywhere else.
Yes, ma'am.
So, in your opinion, how this outcome-based education, if you could just tell about 2, 3 major highlights that how this skill-based education or maybe this university pedagogy, do you feel it is going to be really helpful in being a successful entrepreneur? Your views
Yes,
on
yes, ma'am. Definitely that will be helpful for everyone or being an entrepreneur, because the syllabus of our university is of 70-30 ratio, which is 70% practical and 30% theory. So the
that. Correct.
practical work which we are learning, man, that is very useful. There is no need to like gain any another knowledge. We have to go any thing for work. So that is everything is practical. So the faculty member which gave case studies, that also helpful. I have that case study even with me. So many of the case studies are helpful for me uh, particularly.
That's wonderful. That was really a nice insight that how come skill-based education is different. What we always keep on saying, but to listen from a student turned into entrepreneur, I think
Yes, yeah. And
that
even ma'am,
was
our
very
faculty members are from industrial background, so they also guided me a
correct.
lot,
Correct.
especially Vivek Sehgal sir. Even
Hmm.
he's helping me a lot now also.
Hmm. Great, great. I think Vivek sir would be so proud of you and even other
Yes, yeah.
faculties. Yeah. Okay, so my next question to you, Shreyas, would be that uh, according to you, what are the mantras or for being a successful entrepreneur? What do you think?
Ma'am, first of all, we should be interested in that particular field. Like we should have like little bit of knowledge about that field, or
Hmm.
we should also have contact, right? For import export business, we should need a contacts in that field. If we
Hmm.
don't have contacts in other country, that is not possible, because there are very fraud peoples from UAE or from UK.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
like that will be a very huge loss, because while exporting, that is not a small amount. We are exporting a particular one container or two container or more than that. So
Hmm.
that will be huge loss. So like for that, we should have some knowledge. We should have some we should think about the our competitors. How should we can be good than that?
Great, very great. So, as it is always said, shares that people always see the rising sun, but they do
Yes,
not see the challenges what has been faced by a person.
yes,
So,
yes,
I
ma'am.
would like to listen from you that I'm sure you must have faced some challenges.
Yes,
So,
definitely,
if
ma'am,
you could just
definitely.
tell so that it could be learnings for others, that
Yes,
they
yes,
could
ma'am.
learn from your, I can say, perhaps the
Yes.
challenges faced, and how you turned them into opportunities. So,
Actually, ma'am, challenges, the first consignment of our like Shrenik World was of onion. That was our first challenge. So we exported one container to Dubai. And in Dubai, there are everyone are like agents. We cannot export directly to the company or directly to the particular person. So
hmm.
literally, I was like, that agent didn't give us the payment for 4 months, and that was
Oh,
very huge amount, ma'am. And we have to give our payments to our supplier also. So that was the big like challenge for us. Then one of our friend was helping from Dubai, so he used to go there daily in their office. So after 4 months, they gave us that payment, and we could give to their suppliers. But in this thing, our supplier were totally like angry on us, and they are not giving the product to us now.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, and there are
Okay.
also many challenges, there are also some accident happening of containers. We need to like
Hmm.
shipping line is like we have to work for 24 hours. That is the big challenge for everyone.
Correct. So I guess to sum up from your learnings, it is all about patience
Yes, ma'am,
and
exactly.
definitely your connects. As you said that one of your friend had connects and it
Yes,
helped a
yes, ma'am.
little in this challenge. So
Yes,
as
ma'am.
it is always say that we should develop good relations because you never know
Yes,
who
ma'am.
is going to help you where
Yes,
and
ma'am.
going to hold your hand and maybe would be able to help you in facing that challenge.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So, yeah, very correct, very true. So, thank you so much, Shreyas,
Thank you,
and
ma'am.
wishing luck to you as well as your partner, Nikhil, you said, right?
Yes, Nikhil Ranawde.
Yes. So, wish you more successes and give you strength to face any other challenge that is going to come. And
Yes, sir.
may you develop a kind of a confidence in your buyers more and more.
Yes,
So
sir. Definitely, ma'am.
congratulations once again.
We are also working on one project that is aquaphonic agriculture farming. So that will be our
Oh,
upcoming
okay.
project. So like that is totally different. In India, there are only 5 like farming in India. So we will be sixth in India.
Mm-hmm.
So we are working on
Oh,
that, and
that's wonderful.
we
That's
are
so great.
making our own brand now. We will be not working as a merchant or as a mediator. Now we
Oh,
are making our own brand.
oh, that's really wonderful. So, heartiest
Yes, sir.
congratulations once again
Yes.
from all of
Thank you
us.
so much, ma'am. Thank you.
So, to you and your partner. So,
Yes, sir.
may and wish you get more and more success.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much for being a part. And I'm very sure all of us, especially our students from the same field, you all must have gained and learned more and more. As it is said that some person's learning can give an opportunity to the other. So I hope whatever the challenges they faced would be like an opportunity for all of us to understand that these things, how to manage it. So thank you once again, Shreyas.
Thank you,
So
ma'am. Yeah.
yes. So we just move on to our next star, who is Aniket. Aniket, can you hear me?
Yeah, ma'am, I can hear you.
Okay. So hi, Aniket. You are from BBA in Logistics and SCM, and you are CEO of Breton Energy Private Limited, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So before starting anything, so heartiest congratulations to you. And
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I would be really requesting you to speak a little about your startup so that we can understand what you are doing and what it is all about. Over to you.
Sure, ma'am. As you said the name, it's Beton Energy. It's a tech company it's a fusion of a tech company and a energy-based company. So our main purpose is to manufacture and assemble lithium-ion batteries for EVs and energy storage purposes. Energy storage, basically inverters, UPSs, and telecom. So lithium ion is nothing. It's the future for batteries. Right now, as of now, we've been using lead acid, and lead acid we've been using for about 60 years, more than that in other countries. And as electric vehicle is growing up, it's taking that grip and it's growing. So the kind of battery which is required here is lithium ion, not lead acid. So my company focuses on providing a niche for those producers, for those automobile manufacturers who want to excel in this industry. So it's basically you assemble these batteries, and these are highly technical batteries. They're not like hardwares. There's a proper software involved. There's a proper system which is there. There's a proper operating system given to the user. So henceforth, it's a fusion of, I'll say, tech and energy business. The company is about a year old, and we've been in our R&D stage since 9 to 10 months, and now finally moving towards setting up a plant in Gurgaon and
Very
finalizing
nice.
all our suppliers and everything. So that is a brief about me.
That's so wonderful. That was just like a technical treat to listen that
Thank you so much,
somebody
ma'am.
is working on such a kind of a project. Out of curiosity, I would like to ask, first of all,
Yes,
that
ma'am.
your project is a little different from conventional ones. So
Yes, ma'am.
sometimes it is said that it is very different to accept the new school thought because so many old school thoughts are present and mindset is also safer for those levels. So,
Yes, ma'am.
what challenges did you face specifically in this new concept? That how was the
Uh,
acceptance?
First of all, was to get the right people, ma'am, because I am from logistics background. My education has always been commerce. So this is
Hmm.
technical, this is science. There's physics involved, there's chemistry involved, there's a lot of tech involved. So I am not very good at that area. So henceforth, I needed somebody who was good at that area. So it took me about 9 months to find somebody whom I could trust and give that, position of CTO in my company, that yeah, whatever he says on the technical part is right and should be done. So that was the biggest challenge for me, ma'am, because uh, I in business, it's a saying that you can't even trust your shadow. So to me, to trust
Yeah,
somebody and
true.
give somebody such a big role, was a difficult task because you have to find somebody who's at the same level of your thinking, of your mindset, and has a vision which you see. Because if I have a vision, say I want to go for 10 years or 100 years, if that person is like, I just want to get in, make quick money and leave, it can't happen. So that was the biggest challenge which I faced, was to get the right person on board with me, ma'am.
Correct. Uh, Aniket?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes. You were a little frozen, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
So I totally agree with you. As it is always said that a right person should be at right time and at right place.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Completely.
that's how the dots are joined. So
Yes, ma'am.
I can totally understand because you are from some different background and you wanted to work on some different kind of perspective.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
finding that right person. So good, very good. That's nice.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so Aniket, very important question that how do you feel that this skills-based education really helps in shaping up and imbibing that kind of a confidence to be an early entrepreneur? So your views on that, does it
Ma'am, I
really makes a
was,
difference?
yes, it does. I'm a firm believer that traditional education is only needed to, develop your network so that once you've become something, you have people at the right place at the right time. Second is to handle the finances. That's the only two places where traditional education is worth it or should be done. I was a firm believer that, traditional education won't do much good for me when I was in 10th grade itself. So, skill education is something, ma'am, which has no limitations, to be very honest. Anybody can do anything and can learn anything at any point of time. That's the freedom which skill educations provide. And me, I'm from like our family business is logistics. I've done logistics from your college and my commerce background, and I'm doing something this. It's different, and I could do it because I felt that I can understand and learn that skill, and that could only happen when you realize that skill education is a thing. Because for half of the people, they don't even consider skill education to be a sort of education. But if we look at the biggest
Correct,
people
correct.
around and you listen to their speeches, let's talk about Tesla. Elon Musk feels that education is not even required. If you've got some skills, he'll hire you up. Same cases with Jeff Bezos, Richard Branson. Most of the big people, they have realized that traditional education is good for people when you want to do finances, accounts. But if you want to do something, you want to make a change, you want to start up basically, because you need to unlearn first and then you need to learn that new trait, and you can do that by seeing what is supposed to be done, by doing it, not by studying. If me, I'm supposed to look at how the battery is made and understand what is the importance of that particular component, rather than going through a book, going through YouTube videos and learning. So I believe skill education should be the future if India wants to, become a startup house, or have a lot more startups. And that mindset has to happen first, especially in the parents, because parents are a very big driving force.
Yeah,
Like I was lucky because my
true, true,
father
true.
and
Very
my
true.
mother never thought that traditional education is the only way to learn, because my
Hmm.
father himself is quite experienced in the manner, so he never stopped me. He's like, do whatever you want, and henceforth I could do it, to be very honest. Because like for example, your parents, they'll stop you. What will you do after that? You can't do anything. So that is
Yeah,
one
that
more
is
thing
true.
which is a big barrier in skill education in India as of now, ma'am.
Those were really wonderful thoughts because I also certainly believe that it takes not only your willpower, but it basically takes a whole village to make you
Yes,
become
ma'am.
whatever you are. Because obviously
Completely
you
agree.
rise there, you shine there, but
Yes,
there
ma'am.
are some unsung heroes in your journey. That could be
True
your
that.
parents, and that could also be your teachers. That could be a part
Yes,
of a
ma'am.
pedagogy in the university, wherever you have.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's absolutely true. And it's my appeal to parents who could actually listen in this online platform if they are listening to me. That's a huge appeal from a student as well as from our side that yes, skill education is now a future. And a little bit of that traditional mindset has to be changed. That is, that if you learn certain things, no, it is basically, as Aniket also said, a little unlearning certain old ways and making a space for new learning. So very well said.
Completely. Thank you so
My
much.
next question to you would be that, according to you, any 2 or 3 prerequisites to become successful as an entrepreneur, specifically relative to your field, if you would like to share that, 2 or 3 maybe.
Not just related to my field, but to any field it'll apply, is first to have a vision. What you want to
Correct.
become, where you want to go, where do you see yourself 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, 30 years down the line. Plan for 50 years, plan for generations. See a vision, have a vision that I want to become this. I want to see my name here. That is the most important thing, because then you have a goal. You have a destination. You know where to go. After that is to know your why, ma'am. Because knowing your why is a fuel. It'll give you that motivation to find that path, because most of the people stop their entrepreneurial journey because they can't find the path. They'll start walking towards their destination, they'll start walking towards their goal, and they'll see, okay, a problem has come, okay, fine, I cannot do it, let it. But if you know your why, even say for example, everything went south, you are at the verge of shutting it down, knowing your why will give you that small motivation, that little motivation to not give up, because that's the most important thing, to not give up, because there'll be problems, there'll be ups are very low, to be very honest. Zyada aate nahi hai. It's only downs and south, but you need to fight that, you need to overcome that, you need to bear it, you need to get through it to achieve that goal. So knowing your why will actually help you achieve, will help you move, will help you to be consistent, to help you develop a mindset. Because a lot of people say, mindset is the most important thing. I totally disagree. If you don't know where to go, how will you develop the mindset to go? It's basically, अगर मुझे पहाड़ चढ़ने जाना है, मुझे ऑफ-रोडिंग करने जाना है, तो मैं एक फॉर्च्यूनर लेके जाऊंगा ना, मैं एक ऑल्टो पे तो चढ़ नहीं जाऊंगा. So it's something like that. So you need to have a goal. You need to know your why, because that why will give you the driving force, will give you the motivation, will help you, cover your path. And last thing is mindset, because on the basis of that, on your mind, you will be different from others. You need to be different from others. If you will follow bhed chal, aap kabhi successful nahi ban paoge, because one will pull you down. Like even today, I won't take names, but we are from automobile industry, and I spoke about this idea to the biggest names you can imagine in this industry: Tatas, FCAs, Marutis, everybody. They said, Aniket, don't do it. It's not a good thing. But I had the mindset. I pushed through, and because of which this could happen. So these 3 are the most important things one should have, and should be your own. Should not be dependent on somebody. किसी और का नहीं होना चाहिए, आपके खुद के होने चाहिए. What is your vision? What is your why? And what is your mindset? These 3 things are the most important things, according to me.
That was really great, Aniket, because you are absolutely right. As it is always said, that idea is one thing, but perseverance is the another one. How much you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
sustain and how much you are totally into it. Because yes, a lot of people would be there who would be pulling you down. But
Yes, ma'am.
if you have made up your mind, you have made up, because your vision has to be clear.
Yeah.
So really great, Aniket. Thank you so much for sharing
Thank you
your
so much,
journey.
ma'am.
And
Thank you.
you have really given, I guess, a lot of insights to all of us that that needs to be taken care of before entering,
Yes, ma'am.
not only in your field, but also to be a successful entrepreneur. So
Entrepreneur. Yes, ma'am.
thank you
Thank you
so
so much,
much.
ma'am.
God bless you.
Thank you so
So
much, ma'am. Thank you.
may you become, your project and your plant achieves more height, even more
Thank
than
you so
Tata's
much,
or
ma'am.
whatever like that.
Thank you
So
so
God
much,
bless
ma'am.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
ma'am.
much. So moving on to our next star for today, that is Krishna Shukla. So Krishna, you belong to BBA in Retail Management, and you are founder of Nimantran Digital Design. So can you hear me, Krishna?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how are you doing?
I'm great, ma'am. How are you?
I am also fine. So Krishna, we are really very eager to hear from you. Few lines about your startup. If you can introduce what is this Nimantran Digital Design, you can just share with all of us.
Yes, ma'am. Sure. So this started last year during lockdown when I was in the last year of my graduation and waiting for my results to come. And my partner, she was working with a startup in Pune as a junior graphic designer. And we started discussing that we want to be our own bosses. And we did some research. We brainstormed a lot of ideas about the products and services that we can get into. And then we came up with this thought that why we should not use the resources that we already have. Like, I had some experience during my internship in the field of customer relationship management, and she was a graphic designer. So this idea popped up and we started this design studio. We are into 4 things as of now. That is graphic design, branding, social media management, and invitation designs, website design and development as well. So this is how we started the journey. And she also had quit her job, and both of us are into this full time now.
Oh, that's so great. That's so wonderful that you are totally in that field of designing and all that. So, uh, I just wish to ask you right now what all projects you are handling.
So we have served more than 70 clients
Oh, wonderful.
in 1.5 years. And we have done a lot of branding projects. We have some retailer clients based in Dubai and Melbourne who we do social media management for. And we have regular clients for branding and websites.
Okay, that's very nice, Krishna. That's great, and may you and your partner both get more and more clients. That 70 becomes 700, then 7,000, and then sky should be the limit. Okay, so my first question to you, which obviously, as I have asked others as well, that how do you feel that this uh, skill-based education has helped you? Do you always wanted to become an entrepreneur, or do you feel after being a part of this university and learning from not only academicians but also
Mhm.
industry plus academics expert has also influenced you? If you could just talk a little about it. Over to you.
Yeah, so I still remember the first day of the college, and we all were sitting in the class. We were asked to introduce ourselves, coming in the front. And I remember that most of my friends, most of my matchmates, including me, we were not able to speak one for a minute about ourselves. We were so, we lacked in confidence, we were nervous, and we did not, had anything to say about ourselves. And here I am today speaking to more than 50 strangers and converting them for my business. So definitely Symbiosis has played a major role in not only giving me theoretical knowledge, but changing my personality and help me become a better version of myself. And I am really happy, grateful, and thankful to all the faculty members in the management and everyone that has played minor or major roles in making who I am today. Also, when we used to go for our internships, we that is the time we realized that all the presentations, all the assignments, everything that we did during the 3 years were all worth it. We used to rant a lot about everything that happened in the college, but that is the time when you feel that you are standing out of the crowd. There are a lot of interns working with you who are MBA graduates, and you are into your bachelor's, and you
Hmm.
realize the skill sets that you have acquired, the knowledge that you have acquired for the specific field is just great. And yeah.
Yeah, that's rightly said that of course degrees are important, but knowledge, you know,
Yes.
that's what really makes you into that successful journey of what you want to become. And yes, life is a journey,
Yeah.
and there are certain people who play a major role, there are certain who make a minor role. Like parents and teachers, I obviously believe they are the major components of that
Mhm.
journey, who just hold your hands and take you to that where you wish to. Good, very good. So now, Krishna, I would like to ask you that. if you could just speak about or share about that, what is important to become a successful entrepreneur, or maybe in your opinion, what has helped you to become a successful one? Yes.
Okay. So the first thing that we realized is you need a good idea that what you exactly want to get into, because in today's market, anything that you want to start, the market is highly saturated. Okay. And you have to find out that what your USP is going to be to stand out from the competitors. Second, patience. You require a lot of patience and hard work. We started 1.5 years back, and there are good days and bad days. Bad days are more than the good days. So on those bad days, you have to push yourself, tell yourself, self-motivate yourself all the time to keep going on and not quit. Because there are days when, we feel that we do not have work, or we do not have projects on all the days. So we tend to think that there are a lot of people, our friends, our batchmates, they are getting a good salary paid jobs by the end
Correct,
of the
correct.
month. Why not take those jobs? And like, we are not getting anything out of this. There are days when we think like that, but you need to self-motivate yourself all the time. Believe in your idea and keep working hard.
Yeah, perfect. Vision, as you said, then patience, and
Definitely.
as I have seen the views of other two stars also, that bad days may be more as compared to good days in the beginning. So sustainability is something which is very, very important. Right,
Definitely.
very rightly said. So Krishna, would you like to highlight maybe one or two major challenges what you and your partner has faced? Any one or two that you feel has made a mark and helped you both to grow more or learn more? So if you could tell, maybe one or two.
Yeah. So we started this when we were in lockdown. So we started working from homes, and I was in Pune, and even she was in Pune. But then we moved to different cities. I am in Ahmedabad currently, and she is in Mumbai. So sometimes you face that issue of not sitting into a workplace and working. And there are a lot of clients who sometimes are really apprehensive about not giving us work, because we are small, we are a startup, and we are a team of 2 people as of now. So that is demotivating sometimes, but yes, this is all going to take time, like hiring people, recruiting people, growing your team. This is all going to take time. So we are patiently working towards it, and hopefully we will hire people and make a team, make an office, and yeah, we'll overcome this barrier that we are facing as of now.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm very sure with all our blessings that definitely you and your partner would be able to overcome this, because, yes, definitely a lot of opportunities are there, and minute things,
Yes,
they really, it sometimes feel that life is taking a binocular and the things are totally enlarged, which we used to think as minute ones. So correct, very correct. So wish you all the success, Krishna, from our side, that everything would be going very well. And as you said, we are so proud that you already have 70 plus kind of clients, and we really hope this is keep on growing and growing. And so
thank you
thank
so
you
much,
for
ma'am.
sharing your views. Yeah, thanks a lot. God bless
Ma'am,
you.
I want to add just one thing over here.
Sure, sure,
During
please.
our lectures, especially Sagar sir and Shilpi sir, they used to tell us that graduation के बाद job सबको मिल जाता है.
Ah.
और तुम लोग, you are different from others. We have taught many students, and we have met many students who are of your age and doing the same course as you are, but you guys are different, so we expect you to become job givers and not job seekers. And that is when they sown the seeds of entrepreneurship in my mind and soul. So I want to thank them for that.
Yeah. Yeah, that is very true. A teacher is the one who actually knows the shine and of a student. Maybe that student itself doesn't know about it. So they can see that spark spunk. And yes, of course, And I'm very sure that Dr. Sagar as well as Dr. Siddharth, they have been a very important part of your journey and will always be as a guiding force.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Krishna. Thanks a lot. Now moving on to our next star. So that is my own girl from my department, that is Isha Vahikar. So Isha, you have pursued your BSc in Beauty and Wellness. And
Yes, ma'am.
plus, now you are the founder of NutriFactor, right?
Correct, ma'am.
So first of all, I'd like to understand from you that how this seed of entrepreneurship came to you. Was it always there? You always wanted to become an entrepreneur, or what? If you could just talk a little about it.
Yeah. So I started NutriFactor in 2020. Basically, my idea, I didn't want to be a jobster. In general, I was not that kind of a person who will work for some people or like that. So I was thinking, so how can I progress in this field? So I just thought about it regarding in a way, if I start giving people basic exercises and diet plans, so, and even working on myself, because as you also know, ma'am, in my third year, I was a bit disturbed health-wise also. So I started this, and पहले experimentation मेरे friends पे ही हुआ था. I would like to mention that. And even they took it very sportingly. They trusted me enough कि मेरा ये skill set उनको मतलब help करेगा करके. So, and they came out with very amazing results. Even me myself, I tried the basic progress on me also. So that was my basic idea. And now I'm almost up to 35 clients on a daily, monthly basis. And I'm really enjoying it. And even they are enjoying my company.
That's nice. That's so wonderful to hear. And as always, it is said that, any successful idea means you should be believing in that, which also sometimes means walk the talk. That if you are saying that this therapy helps you, so let us see how much that therapy helps you first. And once you gain that confidence, so it takes you to next level. Good, very good.
Definitely.
So, yeah. So now my question to you is that if you could just talk a little more about your this NutriFactor, that it's about that you are working alone or you are partners, like what? If you could just say.
Yeah, so as of now, I'm working alone. I'm a freelancing nutritionist, to be specific. And I provide my services to two more clinics, one physiotherapy clinic and one who is a friend. She's a doctor. So
Okay.
as of now, we are not in kind of a collaboration partnership kind of thing, but it's basically they provide the Ayurveda therapy and the physiotherapy, and I provide the diet and exercise, basic, after they recover from the initial disease or disorder which they are in. And yeah, that's it. For now, at least, and I even started by, yeah. And I even started first by, as I said, progressing. Hello? I'm audible, right?
Yeah. We can hear you. Yes, yes, you are audible.
Yeah. So I first started off by just putting some videos and informational infographics, to be specific, regarding nutrition, as I even like to train my clients first so that they know what they're actually doing in that specific time period. So yeah.
Correct. Very correct. Good. Very good. So Isha, one question where I would like to know your views as well. That we understand that first you took an admission in a little conventional college, and then you shifted to based education, and you have been trained in a skills university. So what are your views? That is there a difference? How it has helped you to shape you first, and then also help you to convert your ideas into a plant, like a seed into a plant? So your views on it, on skill-based education.
Okay, so I was first in SNDT college, where I thought it was a bit too much theoretical. Like in our college, Symbiosis College, even you, Ritu ma'am, Arjuna ma'am, and Misha ma'am used to give us case studies where we had to actually look for the diagnosis in which they are suffering from a serious disorder or a basic problem like obesity. But I found the difference कि वहाँ पे बहुत theoretical हो रहा था, and we had to completely मतलब रट्टा मार के कुछ नहीं होता था. If you have a good practical knowledge, then you can use your skill set, right? So the main difference was this कि यहाँ पे skill set ज़्यादा use होता है with your practical knowledge. Theory भी होता है, but practical knowledge, if your practical knowledge is good, then your theory will definitely be good. That's my view on it.
True. That's very true, that if your concepts are clear and you are practical, applying those concepts, that's what is called as all application-based study. So then everything falls at place. Very correct, very true. Okay, so Isha, I would also like to ask you that, did you face any kind of challenge, or was your journey a little smooth and you always had good people surrounding you, right situations and right opportunities surrounding you? And also, I would like to know how about the views of your parents on this, what you are doing right now. As Aniket rightly said, that sometimes, it's parents also which could be a barrier or maybe a driving force. So if you could just explain a little about your challenges at home front and even with what you are doing. So, yes.
Definitely. So regarding a smooth journey, I don't think so, because hardship के बिना कभी भी आगे नहीं बढ़ सकते. So from the basic start, though we had been taught the skill of how to talk or how to converse with certain clients, I still had a few issues or challenges specifically while talking to some of my clients, because I don't know to use the word crib, but they used to think ki, as I'm a young girl, I was 21 when I started that. So they were first very confused if to take a plan from me or not because of my age. So I had to first explain it to them कि age doesn't matter here. My skill set and my practical knowledge matters, right? So they even used to try to confuse me in the beginning. कि आप जो ये बोल रही है आपको सही लग रहा है क्या करके? So that was the main challenge in the beginning which I faced. Now I can confidently answer them, because I basically, before taking any case, I usually check their background. I make a good study of it before training them. So that way it helps me and it helps them to gain the correct knowledge. And from my home front, my parents are really proud because they thought that I won't be able to do anything after my 10th, because like I said, I wasn't interested in any field from that point.
Okay.
So after I started my nutrition career, I even motivated my parents to work out with me. If any of you follow my NutriFactor account, you might see the mother-daughter duo exercises which we do. So I like keeping people healthy with me, to work with me like that.
That's nice.
So my parents are really proud and really happy in my journey.
Good, very good. That's so nice. I would also like to ask you, in your opinion, that what do you feel could be the factors, what anybody should be keeping in mind before becoming an entrepreneur? Do you think that working under someone in your field makes a difference and then becoming an entrepreneur? Or do you really think that no, if you believe in yourself, then why to follow somebody else's thought process in handling? Or any other mantras which you feel are important to be a successful entrepreneur? So your views on that.
So from this point of view, as I'm also a woman entrepreneur, so this is the main biggest challenge. Being a girl, a little girl in my case, many people judge you from the start. कि आपका ये knowledge ही आपको आ रहा है या नहीं पक्का पहले से. The second thing is that I have to make at least a 10-year plan ahead of me, because being a woman, I have to marry at the right age, keep the household work in contact with my professional work. So personal professional life handle होना चाहिए. So ये plan अभी से ready करना चाहिए. That is the main viewpoint from the entrepreneurship. If you are a woman and if you are planning to enter this field as an entrepreneurship. And Yeah, ma'am, can you just repeat the second point? Thoda net connection gaya, so I wasn't able
Yeah,
to.
that's okay. That's fine. I was also asking that what do you think could be the successful mantras to become a successful, good entrepreneur for that?
Okay. Yeah. So, pehle mindset, like my colleague
Hmm.
Ankit said,
Hmm.
mindset, then your passion. I'm a very passionate follower of a nutrition field. So if
Hmm.
you yourself are not passionate in your field, it might be a bit difficult to come up with new ideas, new techniques for making your business good. And in the last thing which I think will matter is time management and time boundaries. How much time you can give to yourself, as I am a singular person handling 35 clients at once. So I think giving a time boundary, setting up a time management frame for all those. As I'm also studying for my master's year only, so it gets a bit difficult to handle my
Hmm.
studies and my clients simultaneously. And plus, keep on posting videos, information, educating people. So that becomes a bit too much if you're not able to handle and if you're not passionate about that. So these three are my views on being an entrepreneur.
Yeah. So basically, passion and your vision and chasing your dreams and never to give up. Because if we look at money only in the beginning or profit, then as you all four of you, one common thing, what four of you said that there are more of pull downs than pull ups. There are going to be more challenges rather than maybe appreciation or maybe reaching to the goal in the first or the second year. Then slowly and steadily, everything will fall at place if sustainability is there. So very nice, Isha. So thank you so much for sharing your views.
Thank you, ma'am.
So perhaps Shreyas, Aniket, Krishna, Aniket and Krishna, I want you to again on your videos if you can.
Sure, ma'am.
Shreyas had to leave a little early because he was a little busy somewhere else, and we completely respect that because now you are a professional and you have so many other things also to do. But it was really wonderful today listening from four of you, your views, and it is such a treat to see our children growing when you have taught and those students come and take up that kind of a front seat and share their views and ideas and how they are growing, how they are facing challenges and seeing everything as an opportunity rather than sitting on it and thinking that what could be done, perhaps always deciding upon how it could be done and how to look for solutions. So, very proud of you. I'm very sure every person who has taught you, maybe for one subject or maybe for more subjects, we all are so proud of you. And even if some teacher has not taught, but we being a part of Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, we really congratulate you. So,
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank
yeah,
Thank
you,
you
ma'am.
so much, ma'am.
yeah. So, Sagar sir, can student ask them one or two questions, or shall we?
Yes, ma'am. We can ask for one or two questions we can take. And
Okay.
then I request Ravindra Kande sir to give a vote of thanks.
Yes, yes.
So,
So,
students, if you can put some questions.
students, if some any question is there, so
Disabled है लेकिन शायद
yes, ma'am.
chat is disabled, so they are not
No,
able
it is. They can chat with
They
the
can
host.
post, ma'am. Chat is able. Yes, they can post. So, students, if you have one or two questions, as you can see, we are a little time bound also. But still, if you have question, you can. Okay. As of now, I cannot see. I guess you have totally made a huge impact on the minds of everybody. That everything looks so crystal clear. Maybe it could be a little blurred before, but now the journey is totally clear. Maybe for any other person who is inspiring or thinking to become an entrepreneur. So I request Dr. Ravindra Kande to kindly pass the vote of thanks and take the proceedings further. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
ma'am. Thank you. Very good afternoon to all. I, Dr. Ravindra Kayande, on behalf of Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, School of Retail Management, School of Ports, Terminals Management and Logistics, and School of Beauty and Wellness, would like to thank our budding entrepreneurs as well as our alumni, Shreyas Solanki, founder and managing director, Shrenik World, Aniket Pruthi, CEO, Breton Energy Private Limited, Krishna Shukla, founder, Nimantran Digital Design, and Isha Vahikar, founder of NutriFactor, for sharing their amazing journey in diverse sector and advising and motivating our students to take up entrepreneurship ventures. I would also like to thank our Honorable Pro-Chancellor Madam, Dr. Swati Majumdar Ma'am, and our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ashwini Kumar Sir, Dr. C.J. Rajendra Prasad Sir, Director, School of Retail and E-Commerce, Dr. Hima Gupta Ma'am, Head BBA Logistics and Supply Chain Management, Captain Vivek Sehgal Sir, Head BBA Ports and Terminals Management, and Dr. Archana Ainapure Ma'am, Director, School of Beauty and Wellness, for giving us opportunity to organize this wonderful event. Last but not the least, I would like to thank our faculty colleagues, Dr. Sagar Badange Sir, Professor Ruchu Putiala Ma'am, and Professor Neetu Chauhan Ma'am for organizing such a wonderful event. A big thanks to my dear students for attending this online alumni round table discussion titled Startup Ki Pathshala. Thank you. Now, with the permission of all school heads, may I declare the event as closed. Thank you, students. We are really proud of you. You're doing wonderful.